what is the virus actually doing that we see? It's become more transmissible. It's become able to evade our immune defenses, whether you've been previously infected and making the vaccines only partially infected, and it is more lethal. The British just published a study that says it's 30% to 35% more lethal in younger people and older people than the previous variants. So it's already pretty lethal. It's about 1 out of 200 as compared to about 1 out of 2,000 or less with flu. So that we're facing a really serious issue if this thing gets out of control. Now, I'll tell you the really good news and bad news. The good news is human beings can use their intellect to fight this virus. That's what 5 countries have done. They've tamped down this infection to 0 or as close to 0 as you can get in a world that's infested with virus. How have they done that? Public health. Identification of the infected, rigorous contact tracing, isolating all those who possibly exposed for 2 to 3 weeks, and you get back to normal. But very few countries have been able to do that. That is what we need to do. Vaccines will help us make the problem simpler. But unless we eradicate the virus, if you look at the history of Europe, first wave, people relaxed. Second wave, people relaxed. Third wave, people may relax. Unless you drive it to 0 through a combination of vaccines and really strict public health. And with really strict public health, you don't have to do it that long if you do it right. If all the countries have succeeded in stamping out their major infections, they've done it in a matter of 3 or 4 weeks. That's all it takes. 3 or 4 weeks of real discipline. So together with the vaccines, if we can get the will and the leadership together, we can beat this. But if we don't beat it, we're facing something like the flu, but much more deadly coming back every year. It's time to get serious.